As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Longhorns will put total leather to crank us up. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Pulls and fires complete. Still running at the 40. Nothing but green ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Finds his man, and they convert. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Tennessee.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll go to the counter. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab on the left. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Volunteers!
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. The opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on fourth down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it. They score a touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That QB is lucky that ball wasn't picked. You just cannot lob the football, especially when you're throwing it down the middle of the field like that.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looks as if he's going to run it.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Balls and fired complete. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. They'll try to pick up the first. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, look out. At the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. Fights off the defender. The ball squirts free. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up?
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
In a sudden change situation offensively, that's when you like to take shots. The defense just jogs out on the field. Let's see if we can catch him napping. Take a shot. Great job in the back end covering to force the incompletion.
2nd down after that incompletion. Makes him talk to the hand. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just...
Throws toward the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. And once again, you see how valuable the tough little slot receivers are on 4th down.
You isolate those guys, get the matchup you want, and now go win. Nice job by this offense, getting the matchup on 4th down, and the QB seeing it, throwing a strike, getting the first down.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
He looks that one in nicely. Touchdown, Texas! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And the Volunteers in the hurry-up. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Man, that is how you bring the wood. Great job by the defense. He only gets a yard, and he makes him pay for it with a nice physical tackle.
Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide-open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy, woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Caught behind the line. It's Velez. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
A lot of times you can tell by the pass set, that tackle gets really, really quick. You can tell that ball's going to come out quick. Great job by the defensive end, seeing the ball come out quick, getting his hands in the air, and deflecting the football.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. That was run to perfection. No matter what the defense did, he was going to make sure they guessed wrong.
And this coaching staff shows you the confidence they have in their quarterback. Put the ball in his hands and make him make a decision. He sees the defender, he keeps the football himself, and gets to the outside using his speed to pick up that 1st.
That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Bloomer making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
A shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the 2nd half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Runs through a tackle. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. He turns that loose down the right side.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Still on his feet. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
A 3rd and long coming up here. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive pickup.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job of falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And and they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean,
off he goes. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick release by the QB. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7.
At the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, Tennessee.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. A first down run on the doorstep. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 7, Tennessee 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, you'd think this would be a very makeable field goal attempt, but they're going to go for it on 4th down.
4th down here, it's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. This quarterback part of their running game. Still on his feet at the 25. The expressway is wide open. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas!
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground, and in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Florida has the lead right now, but those Gator chumps haven't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Texas A&M. Much more on this top 5 matchup should anything change. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing, right? So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got his man quickly. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. And the Vols are in the hurry up. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. They're trying to get to it. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And the offense stays aggressive. They're trying to throw the football and just we're on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Off the play fake on first down. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
On the double.
A new set of downs after the completion.
Here we go. Ready.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
On the set.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. This guy can throw it. Throwing right. It's complete. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Ready.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
325. Rolling.
They move the tight end all over.
Ready, go.
On the move. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
Ready.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Read up. 42.
Now they'll run it to the right here. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap moves. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside the 15, here comes a return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air on first down. Time to take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Tennessee, 7.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half.
Texas.
Going for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just...
Your Texas
knee as he stopped at the 14. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Off the play fake. They're bringing heat. Quarterback adapting. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Third down coming up.
Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? This is a designed run. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Pulls it and fires to the left. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
And here comes the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. The official says no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The Volunteers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll go to the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to get to it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 25. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground.
And a nice job by the running.
Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Volunteers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Takes the easy throw in the flat. Snowed under by the defense. And the ball's moving quickly to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. They want to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown ball. And the comeback is on. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. A lot of we ares inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up by 32 over Iowa. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. They'll give it to him again.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jason. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
He'll keep it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It's good.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
Not much of a choice here. Down by a score late, they'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. As this offense tries to drain the clock, take the play clock down to a fraction of a second. Don't give the defense an inch to breathe. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. The give as they work on that clock. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And once he got loose, it was all over. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
The Vols getting set on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. At the 45 on its way. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running backs. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Runs through the tackle. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Volunteers! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Number 20.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
So after the touchdown, they'll try to use this two-point conversion and get this game to within a field goal. Wide out in motion. He's looking to pass. And that pass is intercepted. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here comes the Texas offense. Okay, Justin, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
Trying to get the edge on the right. Plows through the defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. From inside the 20. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll throw it on first down. Going for it all. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Pressure coming. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us.